Hello, this is Claude with Smart Chain Connection, and this is our 8th video tutorial from our series on how to build an Elrond node either on Mainnet, Testnet, or Devnet. This week the Testnet is limited, the network, because of the Battle of Yield, and we're going to use the Devnet, which is the same thing. Really, I'll show you what the differences are in a few minutes. Up to this point, we've built a server. We made it secure, and we got to the point where you need 5 or 6 things to connect to it. First of all is the IP address, a new port, a new username other than root, an SSH key, and a passphrase for that key. So maybe like 5 things. And if you're missing one of these, it's not going to work. So because we're doing everything on Windows, we are using PuTTY mostly. Not mostly, actually. We used PuTTY to create some stuff. But if you do this on Mac or Linux, it's the same idea. It's the same. The principles, the directions are exactly the same. You're not going to have PuTTY maybe on Mac, but you're going to have something else, a MOBA, Xterm, or anything else. It works pretty much the same way. So you can get the ideas and the directions from these tutorials. Now, what we're going to do next is to go to elrond.com. So up to this point, we've created the server with the 5 things we have to use to connect to it. We also created a wallet on Elrond, which works on all 3 networks, on Mainnet, Testnet, and Devnet. Of course, each network has its own token and stuff like that. The real money is on the Mainnet on Elrond, and which is eGold, and on Testnet you have X eGold, and same on Devnet, X eGold. So up to this point, we got the server, and we got the wallet. The very next step is to create the node on the server, and then to connect the wallet from the wallet to the node, and then I'll show you what other steps are to create a backup server for it, and then other things. So up to this point, we got the server, we got it secured, we got the wallet, and we got the money in the wallet. So let's check the wallet really quickly. So elrond.com, you go to Explorer, and then from the Explorer you select, from the top right you select Devnet, and then from Devnet on here you click on this 3x3 and select Devnet wallet, and then let's connect to the wallet. Access existing. Let's drag this JSON file we created in our 7th video, and we got the passcode, we got the password, this one, I think it's this one. Now let's access the wallet. Yeah, that's the wallet, and we got 2,501 XE gold. We only need 2,500 to open the node and to create the node. So the wallet is legit, it's good. Let's close these other tabs. We can keep, actually we don't need it, so we can close the wallet now. So that's how you access the wallet. And now let's go to the docs, and we're gonna click on run a validator node, and we're gonna get to this section. Now this section has 3 different networks. It's gonna explain how to install the node on each network separately, right, individually. Now they're almost identical in installing, through in the steps of installing. So this is the mainnet right here, this is the testnet, and this is the devnet right here. Now if I want to start on mainnet, I just start from system requirements. This is important. Make sure you got the right, and we got the right server, and you can go to scripts, and you start right here with these commands, and then with this, and then with these. Did make some changes. I'll walk you through the whole step, all the steps I mean. Right, when you're done with this, you just go next. We're gonna run this, we're gonna choose some options, we're gonna do some, we're gonna generate the PIM key, and then we're gonna copy it somewhere, we're gonna archive it, copy it, and we're gonna create a backup of it, and then we're gonna start the server, and then we're gonna check it out. Right, so these are the steps. So if you go to Testnet, if you look at the steps, they are exactly the same. It's just a different link. See, here it says Testnet. When you clone the GitHub repository from Elrond's GitHub, now when you go on Mainnet, if you look at this is Mainnet. See, the same, almost the same link, but Mainnet in the end. If you go to Devnet, this is Devnet in the end, right? So we start with scripts right here under the Devnet node, scripts and user config. Before this, let's connect to the server. So let's try to connect with PuTTY, and then let's try to connect with MultiversX. So PuTTY, we just double click PuTTY. Right, now we got let's go here. We got the IP. The port is different, so this is the new port. Now the username is Claude123. Let's copy this. I don't think we need it right here. No, we don't need it right here. The key, the PPK key. So you go to SSH right here, click on auth, and right here we're gonna browse for the key. The key is on my desktop in my SSH keys, and it's right here. And I just add it. I just click open, and this window opens up. Login as, now I need this new username, so I copy it, and then I come here and paste, go enter, and it goes with the key. Perfect. And now it's asking for the passphrase for the key, which is, this is the passphrase for the key. Copy, come here, paste, enter, and then I'm inside the server. So because I see that there are some updates in here, 3 updates can be applied immediately, and then I see the system restart required. So I'm gonna do that first. So let's do the update, sudo apt update, and this is gonna ask me for the password for Claude123, which is this one. Copy, paste. It's okay to ask me for the password for the user Claude123 once I'm inside, but not to ask me for the password when I connect to the server using SSH. Okay, so it says that 4 packages can be upgraded, and we run sudo apt upgrade. All right, do you want to continue? Yes. Why? And then it does this work, and when it's done, we're gonna reboot the server and see if it has any other updates. All right, looks we're good. And now we're gonna reboot. So sudo boot, and we're out. All right, we'll give it a few moments, and then we'll try again. So let's prepare it. Get the IP, the new port, and then we go to SSH auth. Use the key, and let's give it a shot, and let's see. It lets us go. Okay, so Claude123. Okay, enter passphrase, enter. We're in. All right, this is that 0 updates can be applied, so we're good. Now we can continue with our stuff. So this is PuTTY. Let's exit PuTTY. All right, now let's use MultiversX really quick. Let's open it up. Okay, let's close any other connections just to make sure we take it from scratch. and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so so we just go sessions, SSH, IP, get the IP from here, remote host is the IP, right? Specify username, let's use cloud123 from the beginning, right? Port is going to be different. All right, now we're going to go advanced SSH settings. We're going to use a private key. Now the PPK key, private key, works for PuTTY, but for mobile xterm we don't need that. We need the original one, which is this one. So we double click it, and now when I click OK, it's gonna go for it, and it's asking us directly for the passphrase for the private key, which is this one. Connect, copy and paste and enter, and it should go, and we're in. 0 updates can be applied and all that good stuff. Now we're inside of it. Now we're gonna look at the instructions, and we're gonna do work in the same time. So I'm gonna just make this longer a little bit and bring it right here, and bring the instructions just a little bit closer to the side. Now we're gonna do exactly what the instructions are saying, and I'll explain everything step by step. CD tilde means we go to the root directory of the current username. Paste, enter. So if we go LSA, we're gonna see everything in this folder, but if you go ls, we're gonna see nothing. So because those something folders and directories and files, they cannot be seen just like that. Ls, right? Nothing. So this is a clean thing. I had to remove some stuff that was there before because I used it for some tests, but now it's clean. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the repository from Elrond's Devnet account, which is gonna get all the script for to install this Devnet node. So go enter, cloning, everything is fine, unpacking, and it's good. It was 1.5 megs. Cool. No, it was not. It was 40k kilobytes. All right. So now we have it. Now we're gonna find out who we are. So to find out what username where we are, this is the username you see right here, but just in case to double check, right? Paste. Who am I? One word. And we're gonna see cloud123. Why is this important? Because the next step we're gonna do, we have to change 2 places in the file. All right. So if you look here in the tutorial, it says that you got to change the customer home and customer user, which are right here with your username. All right. So now in order to get there, we're gonna change directory. So right now let's do an ls, and we see Elrond go scripts devnet. Right now, if we go inside that folder, cd Elrond go scripts devnet, we change directory and we're inside this directory. Let's ls and let's see what's inside. Now let's go inside the config, cd config. So go inside the config folder. If we go ls, we're gonna see that we have 3 files right here, these 3 files. In order to we got to change stuff inside variables, which is the last file, this file right here. Now to do that, you can do nano variables, copy, get here, paste, enter, and we're inside that file. Now we can go with this with the arrows and change stuff, and we're gonna change the custom name, and instead of Ubuntu, we're gonna put Claude123. Now, is it lowercase, uppercase? I forgot about that. It's lowercase. So this is gonna be CLAUDE123. That's the username. Then we're gonna come here and change this as well. Right, so we're gonna change the custom home and custom user. Like you see, custom home and custom user right here. These with the username that you can find out using whoami command. Right, now to save the file, it says Control X. So we come back here, Control X right here, Command X means exit. So Control X. Now it's gonna ask us save modify buffer, and we're gonna press Y for yes, Y, and then file name to write variables.cfg. Now to keep the same file name, you just press enter. If you want to change the file name, you just type a different name, but we want to keep the same one, so enter. And now let's check this file. So if you go with the arrow up, you're going to see the last command you typed. If you go with the arrow left, you can delete this and just type cat. Is going to show you the file. And now we can see that here, custom home has Claude123 and custom user has Claude123. So we're good. Okay. Now, we're gonna go to the next step in the tutorial, and we're gonna go to this is to ensure user privileges. We have user privileges. In our second or third video, we made sure Claude123 has rights. Right, we're gonna go to the next step, so we don't have to do all these because we took care of them when we created the server and installed the server. So go next. Right, now we're gonna type this command, which will start a script for us, and which will give us paste, enter. This will give us options, right? And they explain here: regular install, option 1, option 3 upgrade, option 5, 6 is remove database, 7 start, 8 stop, 9 cleanup, and stuff like that. So we're gonna start with, it says right here, option 1 to install. So we're gonna type 1 and we go enter. Now it's gonna ask us how many nodes do you want to run. So in our case right now for this tutorial we're gonna do only 1 node. Right, I want to do another tutorial for 2 nodes and I'll show you how to deal with that, but for now just 1 node. So type 1. How many nodes do you want to run? 1. Enter. Password for Claude123. So let's get back here, copy it, copy, get back, right click and paste and enter. Right, and now it's updating system and installing some dependencies and stuff like that. It's going to take a little bit. At some point it's going to ask us for a few things. So it asked us for how many nodes, and then it's going to ask us for the name of the validator. Now what I suggest, this is just my suggestion, let's pretend you are thinking of doing a lot of nodes and you want the name of the node to appear in your in the Elrond Explorer. So right now it's asking us for a name. Choose a custom name, default Elrond validator 0. Now you don't want that because that belongs to Elrond. You want to put your username, and not your username, your kind of your business name or something that's representative for you. Let me show you what I mean. So let's go here and open elrond.com and let's go to Explorer. All right, let's make this page just a little bit bigger so you can see better. All right, now when you go to validators right here, you're gonna see these validators, right? So this guy is just mining. or this is Elrond community delegation, or but if you click on nodes, these are the nodes, right, with the public keys. Now you see these names right here. This is the name is asking me for right now. Now when you look through the nodes, you don't want to see numbers and letters without any sense. You want to see something that belongs to you. For example, our nodes are smart chain connection. So if I type smart, I can see smartchainconnection.com. I use something meaningful for all the nodes we have and stuff like that. So you want to use something that belongs to you, right? That's meaningful. Now you don't see the whole thing, but if you get inside, you're gonna see, if you click on it, you're gonna see the whole name. So the name we have every node is numbered. We started from 000. Our dreams are big, right? We want to grow. So maybe you want to name it whatever your company name is, dash node dash something. So for the purpose of this tutorial, let's call it, let's say your company name is best staking provider, right? That's your company name. So let's type best staking provider dash 000. This is your first node, right? So this is the name that's gonna appear right here, right? So you go enter. All right, now process finished. It says no PEM is present. You should add some valid keys. Yes, the keys are your node actually. Okay, I'll show you everything. Now it says press any key to continue. So what we did up to this point, we took the script from the GitHub of Elrond for Devnet. We installed it. We started the installation. How many nodes? 1. What's the name? Best staking provider dash 000. This is your first node. Now we got to this point, right? Now what does it say next to do? Next, it says quit the menu without starting. So the node is now started. We just quit the menu. So quit is 12. We type 12 and enter. All right, we are out of the script menu, right? Now we have the node installed, but we don't have a PEM key. PEM keys, this is it. This is the heart of the node, right? Okay, so we got to prepare our keys. This is the next step. What is this doing? It's creating. First, we got to go to the root folder. So right now we are inside config folder, which is inside Elrond Go Scripts Devnet, which is inside the main root of Cloud 123 username. Now we have two options. To go straight to the root, you type cd space tilde, enter, and it skipped this folder, went into this, and then went to the root. Or you can get out one by one. It doesn't matter. So let's copy whatever is here, so tilde, and then let's make a directory. So create a directory inside the main root folder of Cloud 123 called validator keys capitalized, right? Just go enter and let's ls it and let's see what we got. So see, after the installation, we don't only have the scripts we got from the GitHub, we got this folder and this folder and this folder, and now we just created this folder and you can see it here, right? So right now we have 4 folders in our the root folder. Now it says next to use a key generator to run Elrond utilities with a script of key generator that creates a key for us. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Now we are outside of validator keys. So if I run the script, it's gonna create the key validator, the file, which is next to these folders. I'm gonna have these 4 folders and the key. So let's see how it looks like. So let's copy this. Let's paste it here. Enter. And it says that it was created in the folder, the root, right? The root of Cloud123, which is our username. Okay, now let's ls it and let's see what we got. See, we got the validator key right here. Now let's open it up. So if you do cat space and the type, the name of that validator key, validator key.pm, enter. Now you can see the key. The key starts right here and it ends right here. So this is your validator key, the PEM key. This is your node. This is only for you. you gotta save this. This is if someone hacks your node, you just close down the server, do whatever you have to do, clean it up, install a fresh one. But with this PEM key, this PEM key, this is how you put your node back. If you don't have this key, it's like you lost your node, right? So this PEM key is vital. It's like exactly like those words, those 24 words for your wallet. This PEM key is vital for your node. This is your node, right? So what you do a cat validator key .pem. Now you can see it and you copy it. Come on right here, copy, right? Or whatever software you use to connect SSH. Come right here, right click, create a new file, a new text document, and you call this validator key.pem. Enter. All right. Okay, I have already one. Let's call it for now 2, because I already have one on my desktop, right? And then let's open this up with Notepad++ and paste. So we should start right here with 1, 2, 3, 4 dash 5 dashes and end with 5 dashes. End private key, beginning private key, right? Now good. Now save this. This is important. It's 2 for me. Validator key 2.pem, right? This is on my desktop right here. Okay. Now let's go back and we gotta do the next steps. The next step says you copy, CP means copy, validator key.pem to the folder, inside the folder Elrond nodes, and then there is this folder called node 0 inside of it, and there is a folder called config inside of it, and then inside that folder config. So now let's try to see what's inside that folder, right? So let's go manually, change directory Elrond node. Okay, let's see what's inside here. Oh, we got the node 0. Change directory to node 0 ls. Oh, we got 2 files in a folder. Let's go inside config. What do we have? ls. Oh, we have some stuff in here. Okay, so they want the file inside this config file folder along these files and folders. Cool. So let's get back to our root, cd tilde, and let's do this command right here. Just ls it one more time just to make sure. Yeah, we got the validator key. Okay, so let's copy the validator key inside that config. Now it looks like it's good. Now let's go to that folder ls. So we go cd Elrond nodes, and then cd node 0, and then cd config. And let's see if we got it. And if we look, we see this file right here, and before it was not. If we look in the folder before that, it was not there, but now if we look, it is. Okay, so we got it. Now what's the next step? The next step is to archive this validator key PEM into a zip form. So let's go back home, cd tilde. So I'm going these extra steps to show you what's happening. Okay, now we gotta okay, I'll explain this with each node has a validator key. When I'll show you the tutorial with the 2 nodes on one server, but let's keep it for now. Okay. Okay. If you remember, we created, let's ls it for a second. We created this folder. Now we're gonna use this folder. This step that comes up right now is gonna use this folder. If you remember, we created it in the beginning, but we didn't do anything with it. So right now, let's zip the validator key into a file called node0.zip. So this is how you do it. You type this command zip, you give the name of the zip file, node0.zip, and the file you want to zip, or the files. Then you go enter, and it says that he deflated the file 51%, which is cool. Let's ls it so we can see it. See, he created this zip file which has the validator key zipped inside this file. Now what he wants to do, he wants to move this node0 zip inside this folder. So this is the command for it. mv node0, let's paste it, mv node0 zip inside the home and then validator keys. So let's go enter, and now let's check it. ls, we don't have the node0 anymore because it was moved. Let's go inside validator keys, ls. Now we see the node0 inside this validator keys. Okay, cool. Now we got to start the node. So up to this point, we installed the node, we copied the PEM key right here, right? We copied it. This is important, extremely important. Now let's open it here. Yeah, this is our PEM file, extremely important. All right, let's leave it there. And now we got to start the node. The way you start the node, you open the script with the options. So copy this command, Control C, paste, enter, and we get the options we got used to already. Now we got to start. It says option 6 to start, but if we look up today, option 7 is start. So you go 7 to start the node. Process finished. Press any key. Now we got to get out of this 12, and now there is a way to test if the node is running. So you just type this utility, and let's paste it right here, paste and enter. And now this is gonna take maybe a couple of rounds of 10 seconds until it starts. So right now, no version of the app, the name doesn't appear, status is synchronized, but it's the second try, retry, third, maybe before the 5th it should start, unless we did something wrong. Oh, it starts. Now when it starts doing this, when you see the load on the CPU, the memory load, epoch, right? So the node is running. When you see it doing this, that means it's running. So you can see the version app, It's 1.1.60, right? 66, a best staking provider -000. So it's running right now. It's running now. Let's check it out. All right, so go to Elrond.com. I'll show you all the steps every single time to make sure you get used to them. Explorer. And let's make this bigger so you can see more. Not Mainnet, but Devnet, because we installed it on Devnet. And we go to validators. And we go to nodes. And we click on validators right here. And let's type best. Enter. We don't see anything. Why? Because we did not connect it to the real world, quote, which has to be done with a wallet and with the 2500 XE gold we talked about from the wallet. But we're going to do that in the next video. So up to this point, what we've done was to install a server to make it secure, open a wallet, and get some XE gold in it, more than 2500, so we can use it to open the node on the ground legit. Then we install the node on the server, and now we're gonna go to the next step and connect the wallet to the server, to the node, and then it will appear here in the Explorer in Devnet. So I'm gonna stop this video and continue with the next one.